All right, so let's do a little series, shall we? Or where we look at maybe fencers that are still very good and they pull off some sick matches, but haven't quite. Obviously, they have a fantastic future ahead of them, and fencers you just shouldn't sleep on. So, on I guess episode one here, we're gonna do Michael Cooper. I hope I'm pronouncing your last name properly. I'm so sorry if you're not. And obviously, these videos aren't necessarily be a criticism, but it's just that there's so many good fencers out there. We tend to really focus, on some top ones like Ciclosi, but Michael Cooper, right? He's beaten. He started off this rodeo. He beat like Yamada back when he was in top 16. Here's going to take on Ciclosi, and while I do think he's got some weaknesses, there's some really good strengths we can get out of it, and it's really understated how having just really good basics and good mechanics can really help you in the bout. So let's have a look at what he does and how he took on Ciclosi. And if he's watching, we'll see what's exploitable. So one of the reasons I have a bit of a mental brain, like a brain scan of him, is because I thought I was going to fence him in team a while ago. So I did all the homework I could. So let's go through this bout, and then I'll see what I think is exploitable from him. And yeah, so some of his really big strengths are he's very good mechanically. So he doesn't do anything like very special, but he doesn't do anything really bad either. So it's a little bit hard to actively punish all the time. Right, so far just really good distance. Right, tip to tip, very safe, nothing crazy. The occasional beats, and he's ready, right? So why did that work? Just because he was maintaining his distance really well. As Ciclosi tries to surprise. Right, so we both do our little check step. Ciclosi decides to go in. Recovery, or retreat, and he hits him. And also, I think Michael Cooper, he gets way too much flack for his green socks. But I will say it's not the prettiest thing, but whatever gives you that mental edge, right? Right, so far, just out of distance attack gets punished. So that's something you can do in your bouts, right? Keep good distance. Ooh. So really good toe hit. So look at the progression, right? So this is where I think he's a little bit weak. His low line is a bit weaker. And beat, distraction, tip in the face. Now, on the advance, just high-low. Really solid. Right, so Ciclosi sneaks in, right? So you're about tip to tip. Check. He's launched. Foot hasn't moved yet. For sure it hits. So overall, just clean fencing both ways. Oh. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. So that was way too far. I'm wondering, why did he think? So here, right? So in very classical fencing, right? Ciclosi's turn is over. My turn to punish. And it almost worked though too, right? So he does beat 8 or tries to take 8, goes forward, gets a reaction. Was a little too far. And if you watch, I believe the third hit against Ciclosi, he does kind of the same thing to me, but I try to do it for the foot. Remy's up top, and I get parried in the face. So very clean fencing by Ciclosi. I don't think the shoe tie is anything mental. It's just his shoes loose. So, right. So here's that mechanic, right? So very much like taking lesson. So closely lunges 6 remise, and then here's where like not that he's not creative, but then right as soon as the initial action misses, so closely was right in the money. Now you're wondering, right? It's already looking like a bit of a Siklosi one way fight, as it were. So notice here, he ran away really fast. 6, go back, get that flick in. But like the distance management is a lot better. So this man learns quite fast. Puts it through the supercomputer. Well, so that was sick. Right, so with the supercomputer, Michael Cupr, he really processes information really fast, right? So see that beat there? Beat, and you see that 4. All right, the action's back. Beat, 4, disengage, hit. Like, this is actually just beautiful. And so processing of information is fantastic. This is still super sharp. I'm assuming he really doesn't want to get shot in the foot again. And we go to a 1-minute break. So in this 1-minute break, right? If I'm in Siklosi's shoes or the coach's shoes, I'm be telling Siklosi to put on a lot more pressure and really make the fear of the attack. And if I'm Cooper's coach, right, I'd be telling him like really put the pressure, release it, pressure, release, force Siklosi to come follow you, and then the hits might come easier. Right, so we want to do a lot of push and pull, right? Oh, really good. So, nothing super fancy. Counterattack, push, ready. So closely got a little agitated, right? So like that push, retreat. We're in the close distance. So closely feels he can punish. Not today, sir. Right? So far, really clean fencing. We're not doing crazy backflicks or anything, right? Just very straightforward fencing. Really good. So see here, he really didn't want to get caught. So right, push, pull, go back. Don't hesitate to keep going back. Get the counter back out. Beat, flesh. It's very mechanical again. So beat, flesh, counter attack, back up. Threat avoided. Very solid, right? That's a bit of what I was Push, pull, hit. Ah, I just missed. Ooh. So a lot of respect here. So Siklosi's trying to go in. Counterattack. Back up. This looking like foil, right? Look at that bent arm magic. Parry, repose. Very clean. Ooh. Just out of distance, right? Still here, nothing clean, right? It's not like he's just keeping his distance. Boom. Counter hit. I like this little beat, kind of very aggressive, like to the hand slash elbow. All right, so here, right, his attack is what I've noticed. It's usually kind of a beat into an 8 or a 6 disengage, but right, his ability to actually go force an issue, not quite as slick, especially against someone right as strong as Siklosi. That being said, right, does anyone really look slick attacking Siklosi? Probably not. Ooh, don't look at the box. It's not like that. So attention high. Go low. Oh, just misses. Looks at the box. Nothing done. Oh, fantastic flush. So this is where I think this is a big vulnerability. So right on the step forward, since he's very mechanical, the reactions are going to be very lesson like. So if you catch him on a step forward, especially on that check step, it's usually going to be a 6 is what I feel like. I'm 90% sure they go to break here. Right, so here, if you're Cupr, you really don't want to get pressured. So you want to be the one applying set pressure. And then Siklosi, well, you want to be applying the pressure. So they kind of have like two counter games right now. Right, like I feel like Siklosi doesn't want to be attacking from the back end. He wants to be attacking on his end, where he'll be a lot more comfortable. Ooh, really good attack. So a bit of a miss by Siklosi. That could have been a double. Right, but pressure, hop, show high, go into 8. Very lesson like. Siklosi misses, which is unfortunate. That should have been a double at worse. Oh, so he tried this earlier too. Show high, go low. Siklosi not having it. And then right, so closely, like especially when I fenced him, like he's got this thing where like he pulls, and then if you try something, he'll instantly try to punish, or he'll pull then punish. But there's like a pull, then he wants to punish after. So he's like, it really feels like he likes to take turns. Now he's like, oh, I gotta punish. Boom, he attacks. Tries to go in a nice 6, parry, riposte. It's very clean. I really like this. Like this keeps him so honest. Beat 8. Beat 8 feint go. Again. Not quite a step out. A little bumpy bump. Nothing. So there shouldn't be a point here. So closely, he hurts his wrist. Almost broke his bell guard with his wrist. He's actually more afraid for the bell guard than anything. Ooh. So this is a little boom. Distance is way too close now. So this is actually right. So if you go watch, I did a little interview with Siklosi back when, the signature. He really likes that under in. Signature, as he called it. Now take note, right? We got to watch here. The score is super wrong here. Right, so then also here, Cupr loses his turn. Step. So very mechanical. Show, take, which can also act as a disengage. A good way to kind of, not necessarily blind punish, but, you know, punish safely, or attempt to punish safely. Oh, that's kind of what's supposed to happen earlier. So the 6, but since he's like retreating with that, he gets the 6 flick in. Oh, really nice. So that was a dominant show. Really nice. So it looks like here, right? He tried to do his like he did earlier. Show 6, go into 8, but he was just a little ahead. Right? He started a little bit first. Oh, this was beautiful. So this is something I tried to do as well. I only got a double, but like when Siklosi does 8, you can only get this once, maybe twice, but he'll just windmill into 6. And there's a moment. Yeah. Right, so as soon as you see this, right, so windmill, disengage. Right, so you have the confidence to go in that. I think it's like my 11th hit or 12th if you want to go see my match. I tried to do it, and then I slapped my leg, and then I look at the coach saying, shit, I saw it, but I didn't actually do anything about it, or didn't have the confidence. Really nice parries. This here, right? He's just being ready. 8. Boom. Oh, really nice. So this is why I think Cupr is really a little bit weak against. In the distance, like if he doesn't get to control that distance, basically borderline direct attacks can work really well, and nice disengage 6. So that's a fantastic double. Right, tries to go 8. Oh, same thing again, right? So, lost your turn. I'm going to attack you now. Boom. Oh my god, this is actually so beautiful. Back up. You lost your turn. Better respect this. Look how instantly he's in that distance. Boom. It's actually just so clean. Good flush again. So here's Cupr. You're panicking a bit, right? Ooh, right. So you don't want to be able to get attacked again. So you kind of just launch an attack. And look at the, like, Ciclosi is really backing up with every counter attack. Very important. If you're behind and your goal is to counter attack, you cannot just do it. Needs to have a retreat. Oh. Alright, Ciclosi's turn. He takes his turn. Beautiful. So here we go into overtime, and I saw. I'm actually over here. Yeah, that's actually me. That's funny. I remember watching over and like, hey, what's going on? And then I can see why Ciclosi went for the foot because it works so well early on and it's a great hit. However, he rushes it. A little rush, just good distance. Boom. So overall, like a fantastic bout, and hopefully, right, this is just an effort to show. So while I think Cupr is like a fantastic fencer, is like definitely better than me. The one thing that's exploitable is his mechanics, as to where I can feel like I can kind of call what he's gonna do, and I feel like Middleton exploits it pretty well. You're welcome to go watch this bout because otherwise this video is gonna be 1 hour. But you see, right, you can really punish this, and you're going to get a 6 most of the time, and a bit of a stand-up. It's just the way that cookie crumbles. Boom, same thing, right? Prep. Prep. Prep on that step here. Boom. Again with the 6. So to me, that's something that's a little bit exploitable, right? Just because he's so mechanical. It's not inherently bad, but it is exploitable. So once he learns how to kind of mix that in and out a little bit more, a bit more footwork, and maybe have a bit more threat on the attack, a more consistent attack, this guy, I think Cupr is going to fall in line with his buddies on the Czech Republic team, right? Because they're a team not to be trifled with. Baran, Jurka, there's a man named Kapek. I don't know if he's still fencing. But right, so as you can see though, right, you don't need to be a superstar to fence really well. You can just have a good set of skills and a good head on your shoulders, and you'll be fine. So if you enjoy this, and honestly, if you have any other fencers that you think should be on this, let me know in the comments below. Thank you, and have a good day.